What is going on, fellow Pokemon trainers? So good to be back again. I apologize for the MIA. The cause of it was my computer acting like an idiot, basically, and I wasn't able to edit for like the past 2 or 3 days, so I've been troubleshooting, working with my computer for the past couple of days, but we finally got it fixed. Well, I got it fixed. So, without further ado, let's get straight into the action. So today, I'm going to go over all of the recent news and events going on in Pokemon Go, because there is a lot to cover, and I wasn't able to cover anything that I've wanted to cover over the past week, basically, and there's been a lot that's been going down. So without further ado, let's get straight into it, starting off with the 3 new Mewtwo movesets and what this means for the metagame moving forward in Pokemon Go. So if you haven't heard already, Mewtwo has received 3 new moves since it's been reintroduced as a Tier 5 regular raid boss. So it's been given Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower. Now what's interesting about this is that this takes Mewtwo to a whole nother level in terms of how good it is as an attacker. So with Ice Beam making Mewtwo the #1 DPS Ice-type attacker in Pokemon Go. This is ridiculous. So take a look at this chart by GoHub. So Mewtwo went head-to-head with Jinx, which is the highest DPS Ice-type attacker currently in the game, and it beats out Jinx with Stab. So Mewtwo beats out Jinx without Stab as the #1 Ice-type attacker with Psycho Cut and Ice Beam. That is freaking crazy. That's how powerful Mewtwo is. Now, we go to the next slide where Mewtwo goes head-to-head with Moltres and Entei. Moltres and Entei have Fire Spin Overheat, Mewtwo has Psycho Cut and Flamethrower. Now, Mewtwo doesn't come up in this round. Mewtwo doesn't win this round. Moltres and Entei still remain the top fire types in Pokemon Go. But take a look at the electric type chart from Pokemon Go Hub. Take a look at this. Mewtwo goes head-to-head with Zapdos and Raikou in a triple threat comparison. Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Thunderbolt is the #2 best electric type attacker in Pokemon Go. That is insane, and I love it. I love it. I already have a 98% Psycho Cut and Ice Beam Mewtwo from last week, and I'm super excited to get another high IV Mewtwo this weekend. I'm super looking forward to getting out there and raiding. It's going to be a lot of fun out there. And get yourself Mewtwo while he's out there. He's going to be available till October 23rd, so go get yourself the #1 best Ice-type attacker until Mamoswine is available into the game, and go get yourself the #2 Electric-type attacker. So now it's going to be Raikou, Mewtwo, and then Zapdos for the Electro-type attacking tiers. So that's kind of crazy. I love it. I really do love it. At first I was confused. I was like, why is Mewtwo getting Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Flamethrower as movesets? But when you take a look at how good Mewtwo is with these movesets, hey, I am not complaining. So once again, Mewtwo getting even better with its new arrival as a Tier 5 raid boss. Mewtwo available worldwide, so go ahead and go get yourself a Mewtwo. Our next order of business is going to be Deoxys, its meta relevancy, and its movesets. So Deoxys is going to be the next EX raid boss. I'm sure a lot of you have gotten your very first EX raid passes for Deoxys today or yesterday as you're watching this. So let's go ahead and dive into the movesets. What's the best, what's the worst? They're going to be surprised. So the charge moves are going to be Psycho Boost, Thunderbolt, and Hyper Beam. And the quick moves are going to be Zen Headbutt and Charge Beam. Now what's interesting is you would think Psycho Boost would be the top DPS moveset along with the moveset of Zen Headbutt, but that's not the case here. Psycho Boost, a little bit on the disappointing side. Just a little bit, don't you think? I think so, at least. Stat-wise, Deoxys is basically similar to Gengar or Alakazam. They have a high attack, low defense, bring lots of strong counters with high stamina, high defense. You're gonna need them for Deoxys because he's gonna be able to one-shot a lot of stuff, apparently. What's interesting about Deoxys is that it has multiple forms, but I think this is the best form of the 3, and it's not even that great. So the max CP is 2749. And its attack is going to be 345, its defense is 115, its stamina is 100. 2749 is around the respectable range. I mean, Machamp maxes out at 2800, and we all know how good Machamp is of Pokemon. So, again, respectable CP, but not the powerhouse that we're used to in EX raids like Mewtwo. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's Deoxys. It's an awesome Pokemon. I wish they would have given it a stamina buff. In fact, I'm quite surprised. Actually, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised because I've had plenty of occasions where I thought Niantic was going to buff the stats of a Pokemon, but they never have. So it's not surprising, but it is surprising at the same time to make an EX raid weaker than the last one. So Deoxys clearly not as good as Mewtwo. However, it does have that 345 attack, so it is going to be a devastatingly good glass cannon with the moveset of Zen Headbutt and Hyper Beam. So we have that to look forward to. Best of luck on your EX raids. Now let's go ahead and look at the catch stats for Deoxys real quick. So the 100% regular raid catch CP is going to be 1570, weather boosted is going to be 1963, and your counters are basically the same as Mewtwo counters. So Mewtwo with either Psycho Cut or Confusion, and Shadow Ball is a fantastic counter. Gengar with either Shadow Claw or Hex, and Shadow Ball is a fantastic counter. Absol with Snarl and Foul Play. Tyranitar with Bite and Crunch. I like to use Scizor with Fury Cutter X Scissor and Pinsir with Fury Cutter X Scissor. There's a couple others that are pretty significant options. So Bayonet comes into play here with Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, and also Houndoom with Snarl and Foul Play is always a good play. I think I just did a play on words there, but whatever. And last but not least, Sharpedo with Bite and Crunch is going to be another fantastic Deoxys counter. But if you have a Mewtwo counter team set up and it's already working against Mewtwo, I would just use the same team against Deoxys. The same counters are going to be super effective with Stab against Deoxys. So really no need to change the squad up. Real quick, let's touch up on the upcoming Beldum Community Day. It's been confirmed by the Pokemon Company and by Pokemon Go. It's going to be Sunday, October 21st, and it is going to be a banger, ladies and gentlemen. So check this out. We have 1/4 egg hatch distance to your usual 3-hour lures during the course of the event. Also, you can evolve your Metang up to 1 hour after Community Day to get the exclusive move, which is most likely going to be Meteor Mash, which is going to make Metagross a better Steel-type attacker than it already is. Now, what I like about this is that while you're transferring or while you're doing your library or your inventory management after Community Day, because I usually catch around 100 to 150 Pokemon during the Community Day hours, so it's going to be cool to be able to evolve my high IV Beldums after Community Day. So that's always good for account management. I hope they keep this moving forward during Community Day, so you don't have to kind of rush in your evolutions at the very end of the event. That would be absolutely fantastic and a great quality of life choice from Niantic if they decide to continue this trend up until the next Community Day. And I would like to let you guys know that I will be traveling for this month's Community Day. I'm not going to let you guys know where it is yet. Things are still being finalized for it, but I do plan on traveling for the next few Community Days. Just kind of stayed grounded for the past couple of months, but I'm ready to get things rolling again with Community Day and for a little bit more traveling. And it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of things planned. So October Community Day, get ready for that. And if you guys don't know what shiny Beldum, Metang, and Metagross look like, I'll take a look at them right here. And they look absolutely beautiful, I know. I'm already jealous of the one that gets the 100% IV Metagross shiny with Meteor Mash. Oh my goodness, that is an instant max out. And now we move on to the final and probably most intriguing story of this video. Let's talk about Melton real quick. So Melton, what is the name of this mysterious Pokemon that we saw 30 minutes after the event of Community Day in September, where this little Ditto looking squishy nut thing was appearing all over the map and we were catching them and they were turning into Ditto. We had no idea what was going on. Pokemon and Pokemon Go. Now, Pokemon and Pokemon Go are two different organizations. Pokemon Go is a little different than just broad general Pokemon, and they kind of did like a little collaborative thing here. So they revealed that Professor Oak and Professor Willow are going to be working together in this cute little presentation that they had. It was pretty awesome. They had this presentation and they were showing off how Professor Willow and Professor Oak know each other, and Professor Willow was like, hey, Professor Oak, take a look at this new Pokemon. And Professor Oak was like, what the heck? I know this thing. And then now we learned that this new Pokemon is a mythical Generation 8 Pokemon, a brand new, never before seen. This is the new Pokemon that's never before seen that we were gonna see in Pokemon Go, that we're gonna be able to catch in Let's Go. So this Pokemon will be available in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. A lot of exciting stuff coming from this. It's going to be a Steel-type Pokemon. It's going to be the Hex Nut Pokemon, Melton, and apparently it is a mythical Pokemon as well. So a lot of interesting stuff right here. And I really like the way it looks. I'm kind of like warming up to it. At first I was like, what the heck is this thing? I do like Melton a little bit. He's pretty cool. He's alright. You know, he's nothing special to me, but he's alright. If you haven't caught it yet, he's going to be around for I don't know how long, but we're going to hear some more information from Professor Oak and Professor Willow about the whereabouts of Melton, and maybe we'll see some more brand new Pokemon before the release of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Which brings me to my concern, I guess not a concern, but I think it's a good question to ask. So how much of Pokemon Let's Go is gonna roll over into the Generation 8 Pokemon? Because we don't know what this Gen 8 Pokemon is gonna be like. We don't know what this humongous, colossal 2019 Pokemon release is gonna be, but there are some theories that the new game will be almost like the Pokemon Let's Go series, and I think the Pokemon Let's Go series and the regular main series should be two separate entities. I feel like there should be a Let's Go series one year and then a main series game the next year. I feel like that would be amazing, and that would drive up sales for the Nintendo Switch like tenfold. If we're introducing brand new Pokemon that we're gonna see, you know, is the Gen 8 game gonna be like Let's Go? Are you gonna just be catching Pokemon all the time? And there are gonna be no wild Pokemon battles? Are there gonna be Pokemon battles? We don't know what's gonna go on, but I feel like what's factual is that Pokemon Go and the main series games are gonna have a much closer relationship moving forward over the next few years. Starting off with Professor Oak and Professor Willow teaming up to find the brand new mythical Hex Pokemon, Melton, which is available in Pokemon Go and will be available in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So, lots to look forward to, lots of things to find out in our Pokemon world. So let me know what you guys think about everything that's going on in Pokemon Go. Don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to drop a comment. Let me know what you think about what's going on in Pokemon, and I will see you guys in the next one.